Australia is a sovereign country comprising mainland of Australian continent, the island of Tasmania and other small islands. It is the world's sixth largest country by total area with population of 25 millions. In this video, we will discuss about the current market issues of Australia and step to overcome it. Welcome to Australia property market. The population of New South Wales is 8 million people with a total of 800,628 kilometers. The main capital of New South Wales is Sydney and they applied the Real Property Act 1900 law. Second biggest states is the Victoria with a total population of 6.43 million although the total area was 227,010. The capital is Melbourne and Victoria using the Property Law Act 1958. Queensland using Property Law Act 1974 is the second largest and third most populous state. The state is the world's sixth largest subnational entity, with an area of 1,852,642 square kilometers. Western Australia has the largest and biggest total area which is 2,526,786 kilometers and holds up to 2.6 million residents. It uses the same law as the Victoria but in the amended 1960 version. With a citizenry of 1.701 million, Adelaide is home to more than 75% of the South Australian population with area of 983,482 kilometers. Law of Property Act 1936 is the oldest property law act and applied by the South Australia government. Tasmania is an island state of Australia. It is located 240 kilometers to the south of the Australian mainland. The state has a population of around 526,700 people. Tasmania used Property Law of Conveyancing and Law of Property Act 1884. Northern Territory covers 1,349,129 square kilometers, with a population of only 246,700, making it the least populous states. It uses Law of Property Act. Capital Territory, formerly known as the Federal Capital Territory until 1938. Canberra is the capital city of Australia with a population of 410,301. Act uses the Civil Law, Property Act 2006 as the property law. National dwelling values have been trending lower for 17 months and have fallen by a cumulative 7.4% since peaking in October 2017. Market where values peaked much earlier have shown a more substantial downturn. In Darwin and Perth, where weak housing market conditions were driven by weaker economic and demographic conditions. The silver lining here is that housing is now very affordable and first home buyers are proportionally much more active relative to other areas of the country. On the other hand, dwelling values remain at record highs across Hobart and regional Tasmania and only marginally lower in Canberra, Adelaide and Brisbane, as well as regional Victoria. Although housing market conditions remain relatively healthy in these regions, conditions have noticeably softened over the past 12 months with values either slipping or the pace growth of slowing materially. The Sydney market has recorded a cumulative decline of 13.9% since values peaked in July 2017 with a larger 15.2% recorded for detached housing relative to. With almost 28,500 properties advertised for sale at the end of March, it remained elevated, providing buyers with a great deal of choice and a strong negotiation position. Home were taking on average of 74 days to sell over the March quarter, compared with 33 days a year ago. Overall, the housing market has recently shown some tentative signs that the downturn in dwelling values is losing some steam. Although this is a positive development, the outlook for the housing market will continue to be affected by uncertainty related to the federal election, lending policies and more broadly, domestic economic conditions. The housing finance data which continue to show a reduction in both investor and owner-occupier. While this trends in weaker housing finance is very much entrenched for investment lending, the sharp downturn in owner-occupier lending is more concerning. While there are headwinds for the housing market, other factors are likely to help offset the weakness such as a high likelihood that the cash rate will be cut later this year, which may result in lower mortgage rates. While falling home values are a negative for homeowners, Improved housing affordability is the silver lining to this downturn. As dwelling prices trend lower or level out, household incomes are edging higher and mortgage rates remain around the lowest level since the 1960s.
Federal elections generally cause some uncertainty, which is likely amplified more so this time around considering the potential for a change of government, which will also involve significant changes to taxation policies related to investment. No doubt some prospective buyers and sellers are delaying their housing decisions until after the election. However, there's no guarantee that certainty will improve post-election, considering the impact of a wind back to negative gearing and a halving of the capital gains tax concession is largely unknown. It seems a reasonable assumption that removing an incentive from the marketplace would result in some downwards pressure on activity and prices for a period of time. With the federal budget handed down this month, the federal election to be held next month, and the likelihood of lower interest rates later this year, there's a lot happening that could affect the housing dynamic.